Hey gamers, it's rare that we get a win for the MSI Claw, but we definitely have one with Black Myth Wukong. Now the XESS doesn't capture very well via the pass-through recording annoyingly, so the flickery kind of graphics that you see here are definitely not a representation of what we see on the actual screen itself, which does look much better than I've seen on the ROG Ally or the Legion Go with the best settings that I found there. Also, the frames per second seem to be a little bit inflated. They're only by around 5 frames per second. That stutter that you see is because I was running with the normal mode, and that is all but gone if you launch the game in compatibility mode. So you can iron out those quite well, so ignore those little load spikes, but do keep an eye on the performance, especially as we're running at 30 watts and we're getting between 50 and 60 frames per second in these small areas, and we do dip around 30 in some of the boss fights. But with the XESS and the settings I'm going to show you, this is running fantastically well on the Claw, and I'll be playing this on handheld for now. So you want to be running this at 720p with no motion blur, motion shake around 5 or less depending on what you can stomach, super resolution at 80 with XESS mode, and then the graphics preset of low, but put anti-aliasing, texture quality and global illumination quality on medium. Now, I don't know why the grass looks like this when it's on the pass-through recording, but it is incredibly good looking on the actual MSI Claw screen itself. And even when we go into boss battles, things look incredibly good and the responsiveness is there. I was using the AI user scenario as usual, and as always, I always free up memory before I launch the game or just after I've launched it to clear up bits and pieces at 60 Hz and running at 720 on the native display as well. If you want things a little bit clearer, you can put that up to the full HD on the screen itself, but keep the game at 720. But overall, I was really impressed with how well this performed on the Claw, and it definitely exceeded my expectations. And from what I've been playing on the Ally, Steam Deck OLED and the Legion Go, although I have got experimental drivers on the Legion Go at the moment, this has been the best looking and the most responsive that I've played on any of them so far. So at least we have one win at least for the MSI Claw and the Intel latest drivers. This is using the latest drivers that aren't WHQL certified right now as the August drivers, so do get those, as it does mention Black Myth Wukong in the patch notes as well. And without the latest drivers, it did freeze up and lock up just after the shader compilation. So you definitely need those latest Intel Arc graphics drivers. And remember, if you are doing Windows Update, you'll have to reinstall those drivers afterwards. Let us know in the comments below if you've still got your Claw or whether you're going to be diving into Black Myth Wukong either way. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.